doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Rock knows it doesn't matter because even if you become what that woman really wants, you listen to her. Oh, I want a man that opens the door. I want him to say nice things to me. I want him to text me all the time. I want him to not go out with his friends. I want him to stay at home and just be nice to me.
I'm not even going to start with Greg today. I can't believe he's responding to Andrew Tate, pretty much saying that if men doesn't have 5 kids and they just have meaningless sex, that makes them gay. Andrew Tate has no kids. He had sex with a lot of women. Meaningless sex, so I guess that makes him gay. The only thing me and Andrew Tate share is a fucking birthday. Both our birthdays December 1st. Anyway, guys, quick update. Live stream will be moved to tomorrow. You guys can probably tell I am exhausted. It's been a very long day. I had to go to the VA this morning, spent most of my day there at the VA getting stuff rolling for therapy, for recovery for PT. And then got to the gym late in the afternoon, got my workout in. This is after having a long night last night, studying and not resting and getting to bed very late. And so I am exhausted. All right, and I still got to do things around the house and everything before it gets too late. Thank God I have a wife that's like, hey, babe, you do what you got to do. You know, I got the kids. You do what you got to do. So thank God I have a wife that's understanding. So I'm going to do my best to get things done while they're out having fun. And then give me some shut-eye. And then tomorrow I'll be able to give you the full Savar Matner experience on a live stream tomorrow. I still plan on using Streamlabs. So I'm going to try my best tomorrow to dial that in and figure it out. I'm used to OBS. I'm in OBS today. Once again, recording this video. So without further ado, today is the lower body workout that I did at the gym. It is May 3rd. And it is 3:44 p.m. I did this workout not even 3 hours ago. So I'm still feeling the workout, post-workout. So anyway, let's get started. Everything today was very light weight with high repetitions because I'm still sore from Tuesday. And so that's one of the things that I learned when I come off deloading. I like to push myself real hard, and that soreness of the muscles can last a few days. My chest feels so much better. It was still sore yesterday, but just getting that work in helps speed up the recovery, believe it or not. Blood has a lot of nutrients in it, and that promotes, healing when you move. That's why it's so crucial to do active recovery. That's why Wednesday, even though I ain't trained, I did yard work and stuff like that. Active recovery. Tomorrow is going to be a rainy day, but I'm still going to be moving around the house, doing things around the house with the kids and the wife and everything. We might go out. Active recovery. Active. But anyway, working set on the unilateral leg extension machine. I had and sorry about the first clip. It was crooked, but I'm going to fix that here in the last 2 sets. 65 pounds. Took the exercise almost to failure. I didn't want to overdo it because I did some cardio. That's all going to be in here. Everything I did today, I actually got all on film. So let's get started. So set 1, after I warmed up, like I say, it's going to be 65 pounds. I'm going to stick with the same weight. I'm really going to fry my quads with this movement, with this exercise, not movement. The last 2 sets, I pretty much just did the left leg. Once again, my left leg is lagging. Because I'm right side dominant. There you go, see how I fixed it. Because I'm right side dominant. So I love machines like this because I say it time and time again. You want to be evenly built. You want your left side to be just as efficient as your right side or your dominant side. If you're right side dominant, you want your left side to be as dominant as your right. Your left side, you want your right to be as dominant as your left. So doing exercises like this is going to build you those results, right? Just like I went in on Greg Doucette the other day about genetics. One of the watchers that left a comment said that genetics really plays a part in sports. And that is true because your genetic dictates where you're going to hold the most muscle, how you're built, all those things. Not so much when it comes to having a great physique. Because like I say, everybody can have a great physique. It's how you build your muscle. So now I'm just doing left leg only. Like I say, really trying to get that blood into that quad. I'm only going to do 1 quad exercise on the machines. And I'm going to do 1 hamstring exercise, a glute exercise. And then we'll do some cardio. And then we did lunges. So all that you guys are going to see what I did. And once again, just keeping the rest short and going back in. Of course, it's jump scenes, but my rest didn't exceed a minute. I just didn't want this video to drag out too long, stuff like that. So yeah, so everyone should do unilateral exercises. Greg is a big compound guy. He wants to get in, get out, and that's one of the things where you're going to have injuries. If you build your physique off just doing compound movements and never do unilateral movements because they take extra time, you're going to have a problem. Even though that machine, I could have did both legs. The left leg still got to work as hard as the right. I don't want the right to continuously grow. I'm trying to make the left catch up. So that's why I stopped after the third set with that and did 2 more with the left leg only. Now I'm doing standing hamstring curls. This is a warm-up set, very lightweight, 15 pounds, but it's cable, so there's some resistance there. So the grand total might be 30 pounds. But what I can tell you, the hamstrings, because I'm doing a lot of cardio. I did cardio Tuesday. I did a little cardio from cutting grass Wednesday. And I did some cardio today. You'll see here shortly. I didn't want to overwork the hamstrings because the hamstrings, the glutes, all those muscles assist in cardio. I forgot to do some calves. Well, I did do the Stairmaster so that the calves got some work from plantar and dorsiflexion. They got some work. Next week, I will do a calf movement here at the house. Since I'm doing compound lifts next week, all the lifts will be here at the house. I will get some calf raises in. So, cause I love training my calves. But doing a lot of incline walking, just walking in general is going to build your calf muscle. Because that dorsiplantar flexion. That's their feet going up, dorsiplantar when you come down. So, I done adjust the camera to get a better angle. Believe it or not, this exercise, this machine here, because you got to stop and undo and redo and rehook up and do all that, it would tire you out. So this is just the last warm-up set. Then I'm going to go into the working sets, and I'm going to do 20 pounds. I gave, once again, the left side a little bit more love than the right. And speaking of this, so the treadmill's on the top floor, which I'll be going up there here shortly. There was a guy that was doing incline on the treadmill. If you have to hold on to the rails because your incline is too steep and you're only walking, then you need to lower that incline so you can actually walk without holding on to the rails. You are slowing down the progress of the amount of calories that you can actually burn just by moving your arms as you walk. A lot of people make this mistake. They go to the gym and they try to run. Okay, it's about the length of the journey, not the burst of running that you're doing for that short amount of time. If you're not going to run at least 20 straight minutes, then what's the point of you trying to run and then you have to stop to get your breath? Because what they do, they put the treadmill on the highest incline and then they put it at a speed that they know they can run at. And 30 seconds in, they have to stop. They're out of breath. You're not burning that many calories. Now, I know the machine at the gym is going to keep counting calories even if you stop, unless you have a machine like I got here. The elliptical I have at home, it doesn't count calories. The moment you stop, it stops counting every fucking thing. You have to actively move for that thing to keep counting. It stops the time. It stops everything. I love that machine. It takes my height and weight, and it calculates everything. The equipment here at the gym, it's going to just cycle. And now, the elliptical do take my weight. The treadmills do take your weight at the gym. But as long as that belt's still moving and you're on it, it's going to continually add your calories up. So a lot of y'all go on treadmills and think that y'all burn all those calories, and you're not. The ellipticals I like, once you stop, and the bikes they have there, once you stop, it stops. It pauses. So you're going to get more of an accurate reading on the elliptical, the bikes, and even the Stairmaster to some extent. If you get off the Stairmaster, it'll still go, but you can pause it. The treadmill, a lot of people think those calories are what they is because that belt is still moving. So don't be that fool. Take your time. The longer you can go aerobically, the more calories you're going to burn. It's okay to jog, but if you're too big, you shouldn't be running. This guy was big as fuck. But once again, I didn't say anything because it's not my place to say anything. You know, some people you can't say anything to. Anyway, so I'm just doing the last set, left leg. I think I got one more set right here. And then we're going to go to the glute machine. It's a kickback machine, and I actually like it. It really targets the glutes in a way that the glute bridges doesn't, because you're standing and kicking back. So the glute is getting a different mechanical load put on it, and you're working it from a different angle. So, squatting builds glutes, walking builds glutes, running builds glutes, going up hills builds glutes. But, putting some resistance to the glute directly, either doing a glute raises, or doing, and I'm going to fix my feet in a minute. I felt like, I'm not feeling it in the glute because it was on the heel of my foot, but I'm going to put my foot center mass, and that's going to really activate the glute. But, running can only do so much. Stairmasters do so much. You have to actually put some resistance to the glute. So squatting, glute bridges, and doing the kickbacks like I'm doing really does build your bottom. Your gluteus maximus is the biggest muscle on your body. Okay? Utilize that bitch. All right? Make it strong. The more muscles you have on your body, the better you will perform at everyday tasks. Because, your skin's an organ, right? It's the biggest organ that we have. Putting muscle in that organ will help that organ perform and look better, feel better. So, building your body is key to longevity. Strength is a direct correlation with mortality. The sooner you build a strong foundation, the longer you tend to live. Why you think people back in the day were living to be 80, 90 years old? The ones that we see that become what's called centenarians, they're 100 years old, right? They worked all their lives for the most part, and so they build up a good body. They wasn't fat, they wasn't obese, and nowadays the gym today was empty on a Friday, and I went there at 11 after the VA. I got there about 11:30. It was fucking empty damn near. So I was surprised on a Friday. Normally, when I leave the gym around this time, because this is when I normally be leaving to come home, it'd be packed. For a Friday, for it to be empty, I was shocked. There were some old folks in there though, but But anyway, doing the kickback, I'm keeping tempo and tut. 90 pounds is what my working weight was, but I'm going to drop it down to 70 so I can get some high reps. Because I didn't want to really tire myself out before I get on the elliptical and the Stairmaster. See that lady up there behind me? She's holding the rails. She is cutting down the effort of exertion that the body can produce, thus slowing down the heart rate, thus slowing down the amount of calories you can burn due to the amount of oxygen you're bringing in and converting to carbon dioxide. You breathe it out. That's thermodynamics, right? That's how you burn calories. So she's pretty much slowing down all of that just to be on the incline and holding on to the rails. Now, if she was on a Stairmaster, a steep incline like a Stairmaster, yes, hold the rails. You're on a Stairmaster. That's totally different, right? That's totally different because you're pretty much going straight up like this here. But to be on a treadmill where you can actually just lower the speed and take your time, let your hands move with you. It's like the people that use the arms in the elliptical. You only put your hands on the arms in the elliptical when you're getting tired. That overloads your legs. You're helping assist your legs, right? Because you're slowing down the machine. When you just hold on to the normal bars and move, you're going to go faster. You're going to put out more energy. A lot of times I actually just run, and then if I really want to overload, I hold on to the little handles and then push myself. The only time I grab the big bars up top is when I'm trying to slow myself down to get my breath. I see people just using the bars the whole time, just cheating themselves. So now, the elliptical. As you can see, I'm sweating. 15 minutes, all I did on the elliptical. I did about a mile and a half, right? I still have some time left. Plus the cool down period, which I record all that. I'm getting ready to get on this goddamn Stairmaster next. It's just a warm-up, baby. It was just a warm-up. Cardio. 15 minutes on the elliptical. And then I'm going to do 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. That Stairmaster's a bitch. Stairmaster will humble your ass. It'll humble you. 13 minutes, I did 35 stories. Yeah. Level 3. Mind you, my legs are burnt out and I'm still not done. We're halfway through this, but I'm still not done. Cardio is crucial, though. Cardio plays a big point. Look at all the sweat. I'm dripping sweat. Luckily, I had 2 bottles of electrolyte Gatorade, 0 sugar. So it was like 5 calories, something like that. That was water that got on my camera lens. I'm sorry about that. Getting it in. setups. So this machine by itself is 25 pounds. You have to pull yourself up. So you got 25 pounds behind you. You're pulling it up with your body weight. I also have a 10-pound plate on there. This will humble you. This takes setups to a whole different level. Right? So if you have this in your gym, just go over there, no weight. See how many setups you can do. When I first did this, I think I got like 10. Today, I got 50. Now, I'm going to burn myself out before I get to 50, but I didn't get up till I got to 50 reps. So it was a first-time effort, and I'm very proud of myself, but it took a lot of practice. And you see my phone in the mirror, my little tripod there. You know, people come to a gym, they bring the real big tripods and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, like, they be in there trying to film. I'm like, holy fuck. You should get a little small tripod, get out of people's way, and just film. That's all you gotta do. So anyway, taking my time, keeping a slow tempo. I'm keeping my core nice and tight. Notice I'm not letting the pad go all the way down and touch. Every now and then it does, but I'm trying to stop it from touching. I want to keep constant tension on my abs. So you can probably watch the back of the pad. I'm not letting it touch the bar too much. I'm going up and down, up and down. It touched right there. But I'm trying my best not to let that touch because it slows down momentum and it takes load off the abs. So I'm breathing as I go up, holding my breath as I go down, vice versa. When I come up, I'm breathing out, taking air, going down, coming up. So I won't get lightheaded. And believe it or not, a setup all starts with your feet. Your feet. You got to use exert force to your feet, and then you're crunching up. So I think that was 20. So now I'm going to try to get to 30. I'm going to do, I think, 5 more. And I mean, it's grueling. That little 10-pound plate on there was humbling my ass. So right here, I think I'm at 25 now because I wasn't really counting when I was talking, but I know how many I did at the gym. Once I get to 30, I'm taking off the plate. And I'm sweating, so I'm trying to readjust myself because I feel like I was sliding down. And I'm trying not to rest that long. I'm trying to keep my body going. So here we go. We're going to do 5 more. If you want to have a core, you have to train your core. I see people over here all the time, obese people, trying to train their core because they think they're going to lose weight in the stomach. And they just believe the nonsense. You have to be in a calorie deficit. Cardio is king for that. When I get to 35, I'm going to take off the plate. Yeah, that's right. That's 30. So when I get to 35, I'm taking the plate off. I'm going to do the last 15 out the plate. So here we go. I am tired, guys. I'm pushing through. I'm fighting. I did all this fast. And all I had today, because I had to go to the VA, was some coffee this morning. Luckily, they didn't do labs, but I didn't eat, but I needed to wake up. So all I had was coffee. So here we go. Boom. Come on. Don't give up. I'm talking to myself. Don't give up on me. Don't give up, body. Just pushing through, right? Pushing through. Last set right here. And then I'm going to take the weight off. And then I'm going to squeeze out 15 more. Boom, right? So I'm like, I'm not done yet. Get the plate off. Let's go. I'm sitting there. I'm talking to myself. You know, trying to just keep myself motivated. Because that's what you have to do. I'm going to squeeze out 5 more. Everything I got. Trying to keep a certain tempo. Putting my mind in the core. Putting my mind in those muscles. Right? I mean, I am dying over here. Dying. This straight after I got done doing the Stairmaster. You see the guy behind me, he's on the Stairmaster machine. It's like 4 of them over there. I literally got off of that and came over here and started doing this. So now I got, and I lost count, 10 left. 10 left. Now I think I got to 40. I got 10 left. And this is when I'm going to have to just dig deep. I'm going to do 2 sets of 5. I'm going to dig deep. I'm trying to amp myself up. Everything I got. 1, 2. I'm just going. 3. Going. 4. Come on. And then this the last 5 right here. And it's always the last reps that grew you. Look at me. I'm talking. I got 5 more, baby. I got 5 more. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking. I got 5 more. My core is on fire, right? But I'm pushing through. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. I know somebody gonna say, "Oh, it can't be that hard." Hey, listen, that weight is behind you. You're pulling 25 pounds from behind you. It ain't like putting a weight in front of you and just setting up. You're active. You're actually putting your hands. I often say actively, you are, but you're actually putting your hands behind your head and actively pulling the weight up as you set up. So when you do that, that's a different resistance. So it's not that fucking easy. Plus your feet is resting like this here on the bar. It's not like you can stick your feet under something and keep them stationary. All this is really having you test your core out. That's what that means. Because I can try to pull like this here. If my core ain't strong enough, I'm not going to be able to go all the way up. My feet is planted. Now everything is correlated. So for you keyboard warriors, I can do 100. Record yourself doing 100. Some of you guys probably train this exclusively, so some of you probably can't. But for me to be able to do 50, even though it wasn't consistent, I got to 20. I had to catch my breath. I'm proud of myself. But I'm not done with core training. I'm finna go sit now in the crunch machine, and it's the same type thing, but now you're crunching at the same time. When you crunch, your lower core had to bring your legs up, so you're crunching. I started with 40, went down to 20 pounds, and left it there because my core was pretty much fried. I'm gonna do 3 sets. The last set I'm taking a failure. I'm keeping a certain tempo, really putting my core through the paces. And once again, this area usually be packed with people just doing core work. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to be in a deficit. You're going to build your core muscles, but you're not going to see your core if you don't lose the weight. They also have to have a oblique machine next to this that you put your chest to, take the bars, and you twist side to side. You twist your lower legs and your glutes side to side, and that works the obliques. But I didn't do that today. I ain't feel like doing the obliques today. I'll do that after next week since I'm be here at the house this week. Mainly, doing compound lifts. I would do that the following week. Now, of course, after this week of filming, the next 2 weeks, so after this upcoming week, the following 2 weeks, I normally don't film because I really want to focus on my workouts. So every 2 weeks, you'll get some weightlifting content, but it won't be weekly. I like to go to the gym and really focus on my workout. But when I have to record, yes, I'm giving it my all, but at the same time, I'm trying to be courteous. And I'm trying to get the sets done as fast as possible so I can, go on to another area to train, to do something, another piece of equipment. When I'm not recording, I can take my time. I can do a little bit more, and I ain't got to worry about being in people's way or, people, feeling like I got them on camera. They don't want to be on camera. So it's a little bit different when I record. And then that's it. Just burn out the muscles. That's it. Now let's do some lunges, shall we? We'll go over here and do some lunges. Now notice I'm doing the wide stagger. Why is that? I'm trying to address my walking gait. Since I herniated my disc in my lower back, my L4, L5, L5S1 a couple years ago, my right leg, even though the muscle's bigger, the outer quad of the right leg, and don't get me to quote the quad muscles because I'm not an expert in quad muscles, but the quad on the outside of the quad sweep, right? That had atrophy, and that's because of the L4, L5 impingement. So that kind of affected my walking gait a little bit. That muscle has slowly been growing because I've been training the area. And of course, my left leg is a little bit smaller than my right leg. So I'm very right side dominant. My right leg always take off, right? So doing lunges addresses how you move. It can actually fix and alter your walking gait. Being conscious of how you walk and step, you can fix it that way as well. So that's why I'm taking these wide strides, right? I'm also trying to target more hamstring, more glutes. So I'm addressing those muscles that don't get the attention, those stabilizers that don't get that type of work. So I'm gonna go wide down and come wide back. Then I'm gonna do a normal lunge down and a normal lunge back. So I'm just taking my time. Those are just 10-pound dumbbells, nothing crazy. Just taking my time. Look at my upper back. You guys see the muscles in my upper back? You see those muscles in my upper back? Let me bring that back. You see how big my upper back is getting? That's that training I've been doing. It's been starting to pay off. Look at my upper back muscles. Look at all that. Fucking, it's getting there. It's a lot of training. It's getting there. It's getting there. So I'm proud. When I sit it down, I'm like, holy fuck. I'm killing it, right? And my camera want to get blurry on me. Fix buffer, bitch. Anyway, let's get back to it. So taking my time, putting myself in the muscle. I'm not sitting there just going through the motions. I'm putting myself in the muscle. Get down to the end. I'm going to turn around and come straight back. It's a pretty big little area, so that's why it look like it's taking forever, because it is. But I'm taking my time. My legs are tired. Mind you, I trained them before I did the lunges. So I may even get a little wobbly, I think, on one of these strides, because my leg damn near wanted to give out, because it's tired, it's weak. But notice I'm taking my time. I thought that was it. No, I wasn't it. I'm taking my time and just going through the motions. And now I'm gonna get back here, turn around, and I'm gonna go down at a faster pace, taking the normal lunging steps. So taking my time, nothing crazy. You know, I seen a guy that on the Hodge Twins, the guy was filming, the guy stopped and moved the white guy out the way. See, I'm not that type of an asshole. You know, I'm filming in the gym. That's a public space. That guy picked that little scrawny dude. I think he felt inferior. You know, he had to just prove a point. I guarantee you, had been somebody with a lot of muscle on their motherfucking frame, or a black dude, he wouldn't have done that shit. I hate people like that. Oh, you see me? You see my camera here? Fuck your camera. It's a fucking public fucking gym. So I don't get mad when people walk in front of my shot. You know, a lot of times they try to avoid it, but if they can't, they gotta get through there. Fuck your shot. It's a fucking gym. So that's it. Now I'm gonna go do some adducting and abducting. That's the last workout I'm finna get ready to do. Why is that? I want to train my hip flexors and the flexors on the outside of the hip. They don't get enough work. So adducting is bringing things in towards midline. So that's what this machine is. I'm working the flexors in the inside of my hips versus the outside. That's what abducting is. It's going away from midline. AB, abducting. Adducting. You're adding towards midline. So this is a warm-up set. That's 100 pounds. I'm going to work all the way up to 205 pounds. Guys, listen. You may not believe this, but building strong hip flexors, right? Those tendons and ligaments and all that around your hip area to stabilize your hips a lot better. Okay? Guess what that also transitions to? More powerful thrust in the bedroom. Train those fucking hip flexors and hip extensions. Train those motherfuckers. That's why squatting, lunging, fucking doing what I'm doing here. You want to give your woman a thrill? Or for you gay men out there, your boyfriend a thrill. Train your hips. Stabilize your pelvic area. This is how you do that. Now, if you don't have a machine like this in your gym, you can take resistance bands. Excuse me. Hook it up to two opposite machines, equal distance apart. That's heavy enough to support those bands. Then you take one band. If it's coming from the left, put it on the right leg. Coming from the right, put it on the left leg. Pull it all the way up to around your glute area and do the same thing. You can adduct, trying to bring those bands together. That's going to cause a resistance. And then when you're trying to abduct, it's the same damn thing. You just got to find a machine that's in front of you. Same thing. And then try to take the bands away from the machine. So there's multiple ways you can do it. If you're trying to adduct like I'm doing here, machines got to be on the outside of you with resistance bands. Resistance bands got to go on the opposite leg. Right machine, left leg. Left machine, right leg. If you're trying to abduct, you sit the machines in front of you, right? Two machines if possible, or some weight, whatever. And then you want to, same thing, the left weight, right leg. Right weight, left leg. And then, like right now, I'm abducting. You're going to go away from the resistance. If you don't have a machine like this in your gym, there's numerous ways you can do this exercise. So this is the last exercise here. Like I say, train your pelvic and hip areas, guys. I cannot stress that enough. A lot of guys avoid this machine. I trains it. The moment I started utilizing this machine a couple years ago, I seen my posture start to shift because muscles that have been lying dormant for so long, they was finally getting work, and it actually started to straighten up my posture, taking that load off my lower back. Of course, building the hamstrings helped with that as well. So don't neglect these machines. I'm serious. They go a long way. They have a lot of trade off into everyday life just by squatting, picking up stuff, being able to sit down and not get tight hips, and then of course making love. Everybody want to be able to make good love, so you train them. So last set here, once again 205. Did the same thing on this machine, 205 pounds. Taking my time, keeping a certain tempo, and just working, those abductor muscles. The last set right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. That was my lower body workout for the day. Notice yesterday and today really wasn't a lot of heavy weight. It was lower weight, just more volume, more sets. And then for an hour and 40 minutes, I burned 826 calories. Okay? So, that was my workout. I still got to get my steps in. Matter of fact, I'm 1,300 steps away from 5,000 steps. That's my bare minimum for the day that I programmed myself. I got 116 minutes of activity, right, so far. And I burned 890 calories so far. So I'm still lagging in my steps, but I'm going to get that by the end of the day. I mean, I normally take about 5,000 steps on normal days without cardio. Of course, since I wasn't actually on a treadmill, I was on the elliptical and on Stairmaster. Those steps on the elliptical, you're not stepping, you're paddling. So that's why, even though I burn a lot of calories, the steps aren't there to correlate the calories. So it's not so much about the steps, it's the amount of calories that you burn a day. But steps play a big factor. The more steps you take, the more calories you can burn, depending on the intensity and what you are doing, right? But I always try to at least get 5,000 steps in a day, bare minimum. And then on serious cardio days, I exceed almost 10,000 steps. And so going to the park you guys see me go to and stuff like that, normally on days like that, I get well over 10,000 steps. So stepping, moving is very crucial. Motion is lotion. That blood moving is good for the body, good for recovery. Anyway, that's all I have. That concludes the first week of working out. Next week, here at the house, you'll see me attempt 225 for the first time in 8 months since my injury. I'm hoping to get it. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it. The goal is try to do these 5 reps. And I'm not saying all out at one time. It depends on just how I feel. 1 rep racket, 1 rep. The body got to get used to doing that again. So I'm not going to try to take 225 and just rep. That I'm asking for another injury. So I'm going to take my time with that. Squatting, because like I say, these muscles are still in a little knot for right now in the around the espinace area. They're healing, but that's just the way the body protects itself. I really don't want to load my back too much right now because of that. It's going to cause issues, re-injury. But the goal is, I did 225 for a few reps last time. The goal is to try to go up to 240, see how that feels in the back. Low bar squat, so it's not sitting high, it's sitting low. Low bar squat, and see, if I can do that. Deadlifting, if I feel very, very good about myself, I'm going to try to attempt 345 pounds, close to 350, right, on the conventional deadlift. And then after that, the next time I deadlift, it won't be conventional. It's going to be trap bar because I like switching up my deadlifts. I don't sumo too much. I'm really not a big sumo guy. But if my lower back is hurting because I do a lot of activity, so if those muscles aren't recovered all the way, then you might actually see me sumo. But like I said, I prefer conventional deadlifting overall. So I'm going to try that next week. And that's going to tell me where my strength's at. And then rinse, wash, and repeat 2 more weeks down the line. We're going to try to increase those numbers steadily because with compound lifts, you want to go heavy. Right, but you don't want to do maximum weight loads. There's no need for me to do that right now because I'm not preparing for any competition when it comes to trying to powerlift right now. So, but other than that, hope you all enjoyed. Just a reminder, once again, live stream will be tomorrow. I plan on doing it from Streamlabs, so hopefully I have it all dialed in with Streamlabs. But if I'm not comfortable with Streamlabs, if I still haven't figured it all out before the live stream, then it'll take place in OBS. And of course, with OBS, it's a little bit more tedious to get on a live stream with me. You got to go through my Discord. So I put the Discord links in the chat, but you got to wait 10 minutes. Streamlabs, you just send a link and you jump right on. So I'm going to try to have it figured out before the live stream. But if I feel like I haven't mastered it, then I'm going to go ahead and just go back to OBS until I feel comfortable going with Streamlabs. But I paid for Streamlabs. I'm paying $19 a month. So It better be worth my fucking money. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic Friday. And Greg, it's been one hell of a week, bro. You gotta stop complaining so much. Andrew Tate, we all know he's a fucking retard. I don't even know why you made that video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna finish watching it here when I get off this damn computer because you.
All the time. No, you don't. You say that, but if that guy becomes like that, you're gonna move on to the next guy. Think of it. When you have that
Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy. This has been your boy Savar Matner. I'm out, everyone. Peace.